Hey Commanders Nation. We've got news today that's going to shake up the entire Washington fan base. Get ready because this video is packed with intense emotions. First, we'll talk about a blockbuster trade that could bring a star from the 49ers straight to our team. Next, we'll move on to a Commanders legend who said something incredible about our new signing. What impact will this player have on the field? I guarantee the expectations are through the roof. We'll also discuss the versatility of Quan Martin, the key player who could transform our defense into an impenetrable wall. What does this mean for our strategy and our chances of winning? So folks, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button because you don't want to miss a second of these shocking updates. Let's get started. All right, Commanders Nation, get ready for what I'm about to tell you because this is going to shake the NFL like a 10.0 earthquake. Are you ready? Because I can't contain my excitement. Picture this. Brandon Ayuk, that star wide receiver from the 49ers, the guy who's been performing magic in San Francisco, could be wearing Washington colors very soon. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm not talking about a distant future. I'm talking about a real and tangible possibility. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, are you sure about this? Let me tell you something. Ayuk hasn't just been flirting with the idea of joining our team. He's practically begging us to bring him over. Have you seen his social media lately? The man's been studying Commanders practice tapes like he's already signed a contract. He's more obsessed with our team than many of us, and that's saying something. But wait, it gets even better. CBS Sports, those sports analysis geniuses, have proposed a three-way trade that could make this Commanders fan dream come true. Listen to this. The Commanders would get Ayuk, Broncos would receive Jamison Crowder, and a 2025 third-round pick. And the 49ers would get Courtland Sutton and a 2025 second-round pick. Is it crazy? Absolutely. Is it complicated? Like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfold. But is it exactly what we need? Hell yes. Think about it for a moment, nation. Ayuk isn't just another receiver. We're talking about a guy who can change the game in the blink of an eye. A player who would make our rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, look like the next Patrick Mahomes. Can you imagine that connection? We'd be talking about a duo that could dominate the league for years. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but John, aren't we risking too much? And to that, I say, when was the last time we won anything by playing it safe? This is the kind of bold move that separates contenders from pretenders. It's the kind of move that says, we're here to win, and we'll do whatever it takes. And let's talk about Jaden Daniels for a moment. This kid has enormous potential, but he needs the right weapons to unleash it. Ayuk isn't just a receiver, he's a force multiplier. He's the kind of player who makes everyone around him better. Don't you think we owe it to Daniels to give him every tool possible to succeed? But here's the most important thing. Commanders Nation, this move isn't just about improving our team on paper. It's about changing the culture, about sending a message to the rest of the league. We're saying, we're no longer the same old Commanders. We're here to compete, and we're going to make waves. Now here's my question for you, and I want you to think about it seriously. Are you willing to bet big on the future? Because bringing in Ayuk isn't just a move, it's a statement of intent, saying, future is now, and we're not going to wait any longer. Listen up, because this is huge. Bobby Wagner, yes, that Bobby Wagner, the linebacker who's been terrorizing quarterbacks for years, is now a Commander. And let me tell you, this isn't just another signing. This is a 10.0 earthquake on the NFL Richter scale. Do you know what this means? It means that overnight, we've gone from having one of the worst linebacker units in the league to potentially the best. Is it crazy? Absolutely. Is it real? As real as me standing here talking to you. But wait, it gets better. London Fletcher, a living legend of the Commanders, has given his blessing to this move. And when London Fletcher speaks, we all listen. Fletcher compared Wagner's arrival to his own transition to Washington at 32 years old. And we all know how that turned out, right? 4 Pro Bowls and a decade of defensive dominance. Now I know what you're thinking. John, Wagner is 34 years old. Isn't he too old? And to that I say, was Tom Brady too old at 43 when he won his 7th ring? Age is just a number, and Wagner is proving he still has gas in the tank. Did you know he had his career-high tackles last season? This man isn't declining, he's getting better like fine wine. But here's the really impressive part. Wagner isn't just here to make tackles and chase quarterbacks. He's here to change the culture of this team. From day one, he's been raising the level in practices. He's sharing secrets with our offensive linemen. Heaven's sake, when was the last time we saw that kind of leadership in Washington? And speaking of leadership, have you heard what Frankie Louvu said about Wagner? He's learning from him like a freshman at the football university. If a player of Louvu's caliber is seeking advice, imagine the impact Wagner will have on our young guys. Now here's my question for you, Commanders Nation. Are you ready to be relevant again? Because with Wagner on board, we're not talking about competing for a wild card. We're talking about dominating the division, being serious Super Bowl contenders. I know some of you are skeptical. Been years since we've had such high expectation. But I'm telling you this, it's time to believe. It's time to leave behind the years of mediocrity and embrace this new era of the Commanders. And to the team management, if you're listening, and I know you are, I say, this is just the beginning. You've shown you're willing to make bold moves. Don't stop now. Build around Wagner. Give our quarterback the weapons he needs, and let's see how far we can go. Listen up, Commanders Nation. What I'm about to reveal is going to change the game completely. We're talking about a defensive revolution, and the key name is Quan Martin. Did you think our defense was just going to be aggressive? That's an understatement. What's brewing in Washington is pure fire, and Quan Martin is the secret ingredient that's going to make it explode. Picture this: 3 safeties on the field at the same time. Yeah, you heard me right? 3. We're talking about a defense so versatile, it will make opposing quarterbacks wake up in a cold sweat the night before facing us. And at the center of all this is Quan Martin. This guy isn't just a safety. He's a defensive chameleon. He can play free safety, drop into the box, cover, tackle. Hell, he could probably play quarterback if we asked him to. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, isn't it too risky to rely so much on a second-year player? And to that I say, didn't Tom Brady win the Super Bowl in his second year? Sometimes you have to take risks to win big. But wait, gets better. Alongside Martin, we've got Jeremy Chinn and Derek Forrest. Chinn is that veteran presence who brings stability, while Forrest is another hybrid who can do it all. We're talking about a secondary so versatile they could play all the roles in La La Land and still win an Oscar. And you know what the best part is? Flexibility this gives our defensive coordinator, Joe Witt Jr. With these 3 on the field, Witt can change the defense faster than a chameleon changes color. Opposing quarterbacks are going to think they're seeing double, triple, quadruple. Now, here's my question for you, Commanders Nation. Are you ready to see a defense that will make opposing offenses question their very existence? Because that's what we're building here. I know some of you are skeptical. John, you'll say, we've heard promises before. And you're right. But this is different. This isn't just a promise, it's a revolution. And Quan Martin is the Che Guevara of this defensive revolution. And to the quarterbacks of the NFC East, if you're watching this, I say, get ready. Because you're not going to know where the hits are coming from. Is it a safety? Is it a linebacker? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the Commanders' defense. And it's coming for you. All right, Commanders Nation, we've been on an explosive journey today, haven't we? But before we sign off, I need you to stop and think about what we've discussed. First, Brandon Ayuk, a talent that could revolutionize our offense. The question is, do you think we should do everything possible to bring him in, even if it means a complex 3-team trade? Second, Bobby Wagner, a living legend who's arrived to transform our defense. Here's what I want to know. How do you think his presence will affect the development of our young linebackers? Third, our new defensive strategy with 3 safeties, with Quan Martin as the key piece. Tell me, are you ready to see a defense so versatile, it'll make rival quarterbacks question their career choice? And finally, the overall impact of all these moves. The big question, do you feel we're on the verge of that quality leap that'll take us to the playoffs? Now listen up, because this is important. Everything we've discussed today, all these explosive news stories, in-depth analyses, and hot debates, you get them here, in one place, every day. Do you realize the value of this? That's why I need you to do something right now. Grab your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever you're using, and hit that subscribe button. Why? Because by doing so, you're joining the most passionate family in the NFL. You're making sure you never miss a single piece of news about our Commanders. Every day, in a single video, I bring you all the exclusives, all the analyses you need. No more searching 1,000 different sites, no more unfounded rumors. Here you have the truth, straight and unfiltered. So you know what to do, Commanders Nation. Click that subscribe button, like the future of our team depends on it. Turn on those notifications. Be part of this revolution, because I promise you this. Together, we're going to watch the Washington Commanders climb back to the top of the NFL. It's time to believe, time to unite, time to be Commanders. See you tomorrow with more explosive news. And remember, hail to the Commanders.